Hello everybody, my name is Aceface. We're here in the Ballistic system of Mammoth. I've made quite a few videos of this system here, and we've been using the Purifier to search for clone soldiers. It's not been a too fruitful journey here. Unfortunately, I've only found one clone soldier tag, but it is still something. 38 million ISK is still a significant amount of ISK. We're going to now make our way back to Amar, and then when we get back to Amar, I want to sell this and see if we can then get the Naga ready. Hopefully we have enough ISK to get the Naga, but just to make sure, we're going to also do some product discovery on the way there. So it's a bit unfortunate, you know, not so many clone soldiers. I was hoping we would get more. Sometimes you can get lucky. I would say on average the amount of clone soldiers you can get an hour by doing this kind of hunting style is, if you're clearing every single wave, do it for straight hour, I think on average about 3 an hour. It's just an average. Sometimes more, sometimes less. I feel like it's often less than more, but something like that. We were doing it for a couple of hours and not found anything, unfortunately. It's just the way it is. You know, you don't always find amazing stuff all the time, and it's still some significant amount of ISK. Now, when we sell this tag, it says 39 million ISK, but in actuality, it's more like 32 million ISK, something like that. So it's also not as good as it says there in the estimated price. That's again due to the way EVO9 is, and the marketing and how everything is based on average prices, and then you've got buy prices and sell prices. I am also feeling a little bit relieved to leave this low 6 system, because I have felt a little bit vulnerable doing these. Before, when I did the testing of this fit, I was very rich. Now I'm poor again. I've given away everything that I owned in EVE, and the thing is, I underestimated how worrisome it could be to do the stuff in low sec, and I realized, like, wait, I'm fighting this clone soldier. I'm really vulnerable. Anyone can get there and get me, because the thing is, the clone soldier, he warp disrupts me, so what I would have to do is then get out of the warp disrupt range, and the warp disrupt range is like 20 something kilometers. So when you're out, because my strategy with the Purifier is to orbit at close range at 500, and then when I orbit then really closely, if someone warps in, I have to get out of range of the warp disruptor to at all warp, and that's going to take me a bit of time, because the Purifier is not the fastest of ships, but that's going to take a bit of time. Then I have to need to align and everything. It's going to take a really long time for me to get out of range, and a good hunter is going to probably wreck me way before that. Not only that, just because of the time being very delicate in that kind of situation, that it's going to be very time sensitive, and I'm not going to be able to get out of range of the warp disruptor in time, but also because when I'm trying to get away from the warp disruptor, it's going to cause the clone soldiers to do a lot more damage to us. We take a lot of damage from these clone soldiers because they are very deadly. They do a ton of damage, those guys. So not only will we have a high risk of getting caught by the hunter, but we'll also have a high risk of getting severely crippled by the clone soldier in themselves, because they are very powerful NPCs. And we are able to survive just because we're able to get really close. We cloak up and get really close and orbit 500. It would be kind of cool if we were to be able to do the clone soldier hunting long range style. What I mean by that is that we were to keep range and somehow snipe him. But the problem is the clone soldier has really good... we should go there. The problem is that they've got really good range. I've tried doing that a long time ago, and I was even so far away, like 70, 80, 90 kilometers, and they were still able to apply to me. So it can get very deadly there. The problem was also a bit of lock range as well. I mean, you could, if you would have got like a pure sniper style, I wonder if it would be possible. You'd have to have something like this. Remove this. Remove this. Remove this. Perhaps if we put something like the Javelin, could it be possible? Because I believe the Javelin have very good range. Torpedo launcher 2s, because we're using currently the Caldari Navy. Javelin also do apply pretty well. Yeah, 115 kilometers, so could perhaps work. And then you have to have some range extension, like a missile or hydraulic bay. Maybe some hydraulic bay thrusters. You can go even further like that. Now the thing is the lock range. You need a ionic field projector. What if you use this? I think 160 kilometers. Whoa. crazy range you get. Possible. But I mean the DPS is minuscule here. What would you get when you go with the Caldari Navy Mjolnir? 500 DPS and double the DPS, basically 100 kilometer range. Not too bad, not too bad. If you go with something like a signal amplifier. Ooh, it's not really possible to get that so good range. Almost. But to ditch this, then definitely. And then you can have something like a sensor booster. Sensor booster 2. And then you can put the targeting range, then you can target very far. Perhaps if you remove this, and then you put a missile guidance enhancer. You can get a little bit of extra range and a little bit of extra application from this. Or you could also put just more DPS. We're actually able to fit that. So that could be interesting. Could be interesting to test this out. 108 kilometers. And then you wouldn't have to at all worry about yourself getting sniped by the players or the clone soldier, because if something goes wrong, well, then you can just warp out. And if you're so far 100 kilometers away, I don't think people are going to be, you're going to be too worried about getting wrecked by players, because I don't think that you're going to be able to warp out before they get to you. And even then, if someone's clocked up, it's going to take them a long time to get to you. But shouldn't underestimate the patience of some people, but I think that it could be a little bit safer. This would be fun to test out someday. Would be fun when we get a little bit more ISK, you know. We could test this out. But I don't think I went this hard with the range. Snipe, clone, sort of experimental. Something like that. Soon here, Namar. Soon there, only 2 more jumps. The route we're taking is slightly longer than it would be with a direct route from Mammoth, because I prefer the slightly safer route. But to be honest, I don't think it'll matter too much when we're in the Purifier, when you can cover ops cloak. But then also, it was not a too active low-sec pocket. It wasn't that active there. There was not much going on there. Oh, I'm too fast, it seems. I think it's hard to find that balance between fast and just being really slow. So either I'm really slow or too fast. Okay, let's dock up here, Namar, and sell our wares. Hopefully we get a good price for this. 35 million, even 34. That's pretty good. It's 35 if you go to this station here. Oh, we undocked again. I accidentally clicked undock for some reason. Okay, let's see here. See what we can sell. There's quite a few items here we can sell, actually. The small armor repair could be useful, but we can sell everything else. Lots of small stuff, you know, here adding up. That's quite cool. That's nice. And now we've gone over 140 million. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Oh, I thought that was it. We can repair this just ever so slightly. Ship was a little bit damaged, but we can get our Naga now. Our Naga. Combat Naga Trig Hunt. I want to make sure all the correct items are here. We can buy this and alter this just ever so slightly. Some items I know weren't here. The uranium is here, that's good. Ooh, 141 million. The ammo is really expensive, it seems. 75% in the ammo in terms of the price. We can remove that uranium. It seems a silly amount of price that we got there. Is there anything else that's crazy amount of price? Ionic field projector. It'd be better, to be honest, to do this in if we were to get this in Jita, but it's just difficult to get to Jita. Very, very difficult, you know. There we've got also some of these other items, it seems. The ammunition here, the rigs here. We'll have to go with this. Multi-fit. We can get the Naga. Killer. The Trig Killer. And then we just fit everything to this ship here. Great, great. Okay. So, I want to make sure that we've got all the correct items here, because they're different items we need. These Frentics, actually, that was unnecessary of me to buy. Why did I buy it? I shouldn't have bought those Frentics boosters. To be honest, we can sell that. How much ISK do we have left? We can use this on other more important stuff. We can keep one, but we need to use all 3 of these. Good. And then what we need is some of that. Let's check the uranium, because the uranium was the ammunition I was using. But it could be that there's another ammunition type that is almost a similar range in DPS, but just a different price. So yeah, 120, 160. Uranium, but iridium. That's a little bit too far range. Plutonium, tungsten, thorium. Uranium is 120, 160. Plutonium is 100, 140. So first, the closest range is plutonium, then uranium, then after that thorium, it seems. And DPS difference between thorium is not very big. And if we were to put the targeting range, we also get even more. So it could be an idea to go thorium, actually. Should we do that? Hopefully the thorium doesn't cost too much. Caldari Navy, thorium. We could actually possibly do the Federation Navy ones as well. Federation Navy uranium. 1.6k. What about the Caldari Navy uranium? Oh, okay, so the Federation Navy is actually a bit cheaper. Quite a bit cheaper, in fact. So we could, to be honest, just go for the uranium, the Federation Navy uranium. That would be better. Better pricing here. 3,700. And there we go. I'm going to take this. And what was the thorium prices? Caldari Navy Thorium L, and then Federation Navy Thorium L. Oh, the Federation Navy Thorium L is that's M. Yeah, it's similar prices, so there's nothing big. We've got differing here. Targeting range script, and then we get the optimal range scripts. So we've got some really good range going on here. And then what we need is we need to have the MTUs. MTUs are going to be very, very important here. Put this in here. What price are we sitting on here? 11 million, okay. Mobile tractor unit. Are these expensive? Oh, they're quite expensive. Annoyingly expensive they are. And we need this, and then we also need salvages as well. Salvages are very important. This price is very annoying. We can ditch the Forensics then. Buy this. Salvager. Well, these are quite expensive. We're going to have to go with the Tech 1 salvages. Got this so we can refit. That is good. So we've got that going on. And then we also need to have the expanded cargo holds that we can refit to really good cargo capacity. How much do we have? We get 3 of these. And then we get a mobile depot. And we should have enough money for one of these. Ah, no, we don't. They've gone up in price a lot, these guys. Look at that. We can always refit in a station, so it's not the whole world. Okay. So there we go. It seems like the Naga is fit now. Quite expensive. Quite expensive. Caldari Navy skin would be cool to have, actually. Yeah, but that is it. We get a bit of an expensive Naga here. No Garista skins they've got. I would have liked to use that. Alright, so Naga, we're ready to go and hunt some Triglavians. We've got the ammunition. And we've got the modules to earn some basic hits from this. Hopefully it'll go alright. Hopefully we won't die in a big fireball. We're going to have to take a bit of a break here. But next time, or in the future at least, we're going to be going hunting some Triglavians. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you learned something new. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe. I'll catch you guys later.